Hello, my name is Nicola and I'm a researcher at the University of York. I'm carrying out a study to find out about how having had retinoblastoma, or RB, affects how you think, feel and behave. If you're watching this video, you've expressed interest in taking part, which is great. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what I'm doing, why it's important, and what will happen if you do decide to take part. As you'll know, RB is a rare eye cancer affecting 40 to 50 children in the UK each year. And although it's highly curable, the long-term impact of RB can be wide-ranging. It's well recognised that this poses a range of psychological challenges to young people as they get older, yet there's still a lack of knowledge about how best to provide support, and we want to do something about this. This research study is important because it will help us to understand the experiences of young people and some of the challenges that they face. It will also help us to understand what support that you think would be helpful. And the findings from this study will be used to design psychological support for teenagers in the future. What will taking part look like? I will be conducting individual interviews and you can choose where these take place, or choose to have someone with you if you want to. If you would like, it can be face-to-face, depending on COVID, over the phone or via video call using a software like Zoom. With your consent, the interview would be audio recorded so that we don't miss anything that you tell us. We will then use these interviews to gain more of an in-depth understanding of your experiences and psychological well-being. If you do decide to take part in an interview, we will organise it for a time and a date that's convenient for you. When you sign up, you will be asked to complete a quick questionnaire about your details. And if you'd like any support to fill that in, you can go through that with a researcher. Likewise, if you don't know the answer to a question, please don't worry about that. The interviews themselves will take about 45 to 90 minutes, depending on how much you have to say. And during the interview, you will be asked to talk about your experiences as a young adult who's had RB, your psychological well-being, and how you think your experiences have affected that well-being. You will also be asked about ways in which you wish you'd been supported through these experiences as a young person. If you take part, you'll be given a unique ID number, which means that all of your data will be kept anonymous. The topics that we discuss in the interview and any conversations between you and the research team are completely confidential, unless you tell us something that makes us seriously worried for yours or someone else's safety. In those instances, we would always talk to you first about the best thing to do. It won't cost you anything to take part. And if you decide to have an in-person interview that requires you to travel, we will cover that cost. Lastly, if you ever start the study and then want to stop, you can do that at any time. If after hearing all that, you're still interested, that's fantastic. You should also have received an information sheet and some other details which have my email address on. Please do get in touch with me and we can go from there. Thank you again for your time, and I really look forward to speaking to you.